The mic is hot. It's hot.
Take it out.
Take it out. Hot mic.
Seth.
All right, how are you, sister? All right. Now, first of all, you have a concert in like 10 minutes. People keep calling me going, Marc Kudisch, can I do your show yet? The concert. So what's going on with that?
It's in Nyack. Big fucking deal. I mean, it's 30 minutes. New Yorkers are so fucking stupid. Hey, 11 years I live in this city. I consider myself a stupid New Yorker too. Think about it. It's Nyack. It's 30 minutes north. Everybody's already like gone off to work or gone home. It's 30 minutes. It's like if we have to travel, you know, to what? To the cloisters. We pack, you know, for the entire day. Serious. I mean, it's so stupid. God bless the city because it's so convenient. But come on.
I'll fight back. Here, give me this. Give me anxiety.
You know, that's why when you call me and you're like, I'm like, it's in Nyack.
Well, there's people posting things going, I don't think he's showing up. And then
you know, yeah, because I'm going to go on horseback. It's going to be like the movie Sleepy Hollow. It's going to be like 2 days. Hopefully I won't see the Headless Horseman.
So first of all, did you do any big musicals when you were in high school?
No. Yeah, one.
What?
I took one. I did. I was a real geek in high school. I was president of the Spanish club for 2 years running.
I smell it.
Yeah, and you could, like I can speak a word of Spanish today. And my senior year, my brother was always the class president 3 years in a row, and I was little Kudisch. You know, the only thing that saved me from getting my butt kicked was that I was Jeff's younger brother. And like people would pound on me and then realize I was Jeff's brother and then leave me alone. And my senior year I just decided that I wanted to do stuff because it was my senior year and I'd always been in the same class with the same people for the last 12 years. So that's when I did a play. Musical, My Fair Lady. I played Freddie Einsford Hill. I sucked so bad. But it was fun, you know. I didn't care. I mean, I couldn't sing. I couldn't do much of anything, but it was kind of cool to get up in front of people.
Well, how'd you learn how to sing? Were you like, you know, you sing at the synagogue?
Yeah, that's where I got my chops. Oh, yeah. Singing on a pew. In minor keys. That was an awesome thing.
Canonical pews.
What are they called in the synagogue?
I don't know, but they're not called.
That's what we call them. Pews.
You're like the Goyish version of a Jew.
I don't know. Yes, I am.
Like the bima. You said the bima. Oh, you mean like when you were actually...
Not the bima. The bima's... That's the bima. Like where the ark is.
Right.
That's the bima. But the seats are called pews. That's what they're called. They're totally called pews.
All right, let's get off of it. I want to talk to you about... Who's so Jewish looking? I know. Okay, so... Alright, where was I? Okay, so college, what, theater major?
Yeah, well, a poli-sci major for 2.5 years.
Of course. Why poli-sci? What were you thinking?
Honestly, I like politics. I wanted to get into politics. My father was a lobbyist.
Yeah.
It was an awesome thing, and I wanted to be a lobbyist. I wanted to go into corporate law and then lobby, and then, you know, go from there. Because, you know, in this country...
Oh, no.
In this country, it's the lobbyists that have the power. That's the truth. I mean, and I enjoyed watching my father have the power. It was a very interesting thing. He'd go and he would lobby, and he would go to state functions, and you know, and I met the governor, and I met senators, and everybody through my father. He was the president of the Florida Manufacturers Association. So basically, all of the large businesses in the state of Florida, he represented them.
Did you know Jeb Bush?
I never met Mr. Bush, but
Mr. Bush.
What is it, Madam Bush? But our last governor, oh God, I almost went to work for him actually when I was in college. I was offered a job interning in, I was going to go to George Washington U and I was going to intern in Washington.
Thank God you went into theater. So what happened? Did you change your major? Why'd you change it?
I changed because like at 3 in the morning I was building a set when I should have been studying for poli-sci, and I was just, and honestly also my favorite class in politics was political theory, and here's why. Because all politics is based on failure. All politics is based on failure. It's all about when this program is going to fall apart. I mean, it was a great class. It was a comedy. Because everything was about, long-term economics. So it ran for 20 years. That was really good before it fell apart. Reaganomics was a short-term plan. They were praying that it was going to run a little longer than 8 years when he was out of office. When it fell apart, then we couldn't blame him. We blamed Bush. And it's true. And I
think
just
both of them.
Well, I don't know.
Let's not get into politics.
Yeah.
Right.
But the truth is, I just was like, I wanted to do something that I believed in, and I just, I'm sure I'll want to do politics one day, but because I have a big mouth. But truthfully, it was kind of depressing.
Okay, so speaking of depressing, you moved to New York, didn't have a job. What the hell did you do? What was your first gig?
I waited tables.
Where?
For 4.5 months.
Oh
God, Broadway Bay. Did anybody remember that? It's on 77th and Broadway. Now it's something else. I was a waiter during the lunch crowd. I get like 15 people in one pop, and everybody would order bluefish. I don't know why. I never even heard of fucking bluefish till I moved here, and I'm from Florida. We have every kind of fish there is. What? And why did everybody want to order it?
Were they all old women? Because that's what
it was everything, man. It was these guys, man, I'll have the bluefish. 15 people, they go bam on the lunch crowd, and you'd be running around trying to remember everybody's order and stuff, and then they'd leave you a quarter, So I didn't make a lot of money doing that.
Apparently. So what was
and then Tamara, the living movie off Broadway. Do you remember that? It was the play that you follow people room to room. It was a really wonderful play.
So it was literally like a house, and you thought what was
Yeah,
it?
Was the Park Avenue Armory. Park Avenue Armory. Oh, beautiful. 66th and Park Avenue. And it's this wonderful, turn of the century armory that still exists as an armory. And the front end of it, they use it a lot for, antique shows and paint, whatever, lots of stuff that way.
Galleries.
No, not a gallery, but just a show place for a lot of different things.
So speaking of show plays, aren't people naked in that show? And Tomorrow.
I was naked in Tomorrow.
I just wanted you to say that. Thank you.
My first job in New York. Why did I get it? Because I took off my clothes. I took off my clothes. Okay, until it was a scene. Oh God.
It was necessary for the plot.
It was in good taste, though. It was beautifully lit. There was candles. There was a big old bed, and like I said, people followed you room to room, and after a certain amount of time, what are you looking at me like that?
I'm just wondering what's going to happen. Go on,
Okay. I got into the show about 2 years after it started its run, and it was really well known by this time. And so, of course, there was a lot of Bridge and Tunnel coming in to see the show now. Because, people would, oh, is this Tony and Tina's now? Tamara, Italian? Okay. And they... But what they all knew was, Mario, you got to get downstairs for Mario because he takes off his clothes. So the top of the second act, I'm laying in the bed, and you'd hear all the heels just coming down the stairs, baby. And you'd be like, man, and you'd hear them all, and then you'd hear them because all their hair would be bumping into each. So they open the doors, and you'd hear it. And what was so funny, and bless you, I
wasn't there.
I'm in the bed, there's this big-ass chair sitting over here, and it's like this big empty room, and you could just hear all the women come over here. And the gay men follow them. And it was so funny, because I'm like laying in bed going, oh God, okay. So then he rips I'm laying on my stomach, and he rips the sheet off me, because me and this other character, Dante, had this big old drunken argument last night, and I fell asleep in bed, and he slaps me on my ass, and I roll over. But see, what's funny about the show is, you think, ooh, oh boy, and I'm really happy to be right there to get the best view. But what people didn't realize right over there is that was right next to the chest of drawers where I need to get my underwear. Now, what happens is I get out the bed and I walk exactly towards those people because that's where the underwear is. And you're literally as close as I am. So if you're standing there waiting for a good shot, you're going to get it and more. Because I would literally have to come up to you, move you out of the way.